What if I told you that the Detroit Lions, one of the most promising teams in the NFL in recent years, might be about to make a move that could not only transform their offensive line, but also add a star that many people aren't yet paying attention to? While all the spotlight is on established players or the more visible needs of the team, there's an emerging name that could be the piece missing to complete the Detroit Lions offense in a surprising way. That name is Nick Nash, a wide receiver from San Jose State, who, despite not being the biggest name in the draft, has the potential to be a major surprise for the Detroit franchise. The truth is that when people look at the Detroit Lions, they naturally think about the areas where the team needs the most reinforcements, like the defense, for example, or even searching for an impactful pass rusher who could change the game. However, what few consider is that the true key to the team's success may come from an area that doesn't seem as urgent: the offense. While the team has already established itself as a threat in the air with players like Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams, adding a new wide receiver, especially someone with Nick Nash's profile, could be exactly what the team needs to take that next step. If you're wondering what makes Nick Nash so special, the answer lies in his impressive statistics and the skills he demonstrated throughout his college career. Last season, Nash accumulated 1,382 yards and 16 touchdowns, numbers that, although achieved in a smaller conference, cannot be ignored. He proved to be an extremely productive player, capable of standing out even against more challenging opponents. Nash possesses a combination of physical and intellectual skills that could be fully exploited in the Detroit Lions' dynamic and creative offensive system under Ben Johnson. His ability to separate from defenders and his football IQ could make him a versatile weapon in the offense, one that could be utilized in a variety of ways to take advantage of opposing defenses. What makes this situation even more interesting is that Nash isn't just another wide receiver with good stats. He's a player with a physical style of play, determined and focused on creating explosive plays. His ability to win separation on routes, especially in high-pressure situations, is impressive. He also has an exceptional ability to catch passes on deep routes, which could be a valuable asset for the Detroit team, which already has a skilled quarterback like Jared Goff, who has been excelling at throwing deep passes. Adding someone like Nash to the Lions roster could potentially unlock even more of the aerial attack and open up new creative play possibilities. It is also important to consider the role that Nash could play on a team that already has a solid offensive foundation. With St. Brown as the primary target, along with Williams, the team already has a promising duo of wide receivers. However, as the NFL becomes increasingly competitive, it's essential for teams to have depth on their roster. Nash could be exactly that depth the Lions need to expand their offensive options. In such a scenario, he could fit in well as a rotational wide receiver, contributing at different points in the game and bringing new threats to the opponent, whether in the slot, as a deep threat, or even in three-receiver formations. Another advantage of Nash's potential is his ability to be flexible in the offensive scheme. In a team that seeks dynamism and versatility in its play options, Nash could become a key piece. He would be the perfect addition to a rotational offense, capable of being used both in short receptions to gain yards after the catch, and in longer passes for big plays. Additionally, Nash has the ability to shine in critical moments, like third downs or tight game situations when the team needs a decisive play. If the Detroit Lions decide to take a chance on Nick Nash, it could signal an important strategic shift in how they are building the team. In recent years, the franchise has focused on young players with great potential for growth, rather than following traditional paths of seeking veterans or making predictable draft choices. Nash fits this profile of a promising young player who, if developed properly, could achieve high levels of performance in the NFL. This makes his addition to the Lions roster not only impactful in the immediate future, but also a key piece for the team's success in the years to come. Furthermore, when looking at how the Detroit Lions have structured themselves in recent drafts, it's clear that the team isn't just looking for players with good college performances, they are also looking for athletes who bring something different to the team, something innovative that can be explored in unconventional ways. The team has been quick in its selections, looking for talents that stand out in versatility and who, when properly coached, could become key pieces for the team's success. In this sense, Nick Nash fits perfectly into this philosophy. Another crucial aspect to consider is the impact of a player like Nash on a growing team. The Lions have established themselves as one of the most exciting teams in the NFL, but to truly become a powerhouse, the team will need more than just talented players. It will require a strong collective, with pieces that complement each other and can be strategically used. Nash, with his combination of skills, could be the piece the Lions need to ensure their offense is unpredictable and efficient, capable of surprising any defense they face. Adding Nick Nash could also give Jared Goff even more confidence in his passing choices. With another reliable option on the field, Goff would have more room to work, knowing he has players capable of making the play, no matter the situation. And with Nash's style of play, which includes a lot of movement, quick directional changes, and a good understanding of the game. He could be an excellent option in situations where other receivers aren't as well positioned. Additionally, Nash's impact could be felt in the more critical moments of the season. Players like him, who are capable of standing out in hyper-sure situations, can become heroes in playoff games or even in crucial matchups for the team's playoff chances. He could be the difference between a heartbreaking loss and an exciting win, providing new options for Ben Johnson to exploit during the season. Therefore, if the Lions decide to go for this talent, the reward could be even greater as he develops over the years and becomes an integral part of the team. Lastly, one of the most exciting aspects of Nick Nash joining the Lions would be his ability to evolve within the team's offensive structure. Ben Johnson, known for his innovative play calling, could experiment with Nash's skill set in ways that take full advantage of his potential. The team could use him in multiple roles, constantly keeping opposing defenses on their toes. As he gains experience, his role could grow, and the synergy between him and other key offensive players could make the Lions' offense one of the most difficult to defend in the league. If you're excited about the idea of Nick Nash playing for the Detroit Lions and want to stay up to date on all the draft news and the team's future moves, then you can't miss out. Subscribe to our Lions News Fan Report channel, where we'll bring you the latest updates on the Lions, discuss potential new additions, and of course, keep you informed on all the strategic decisions the team makes moving forward. Don't miss any news and follow closely what the future holds for the Detroit Lions. Expanding the depth in the receiving core will also allow the Lions to diversify their offensive schemes and keep defenses guessing. Imagine Nash lined up alongside Brown and Williams in multiple receiver sets, with Goff given more time to make reads and choose from a variety of reliable targets. This would not only improve the vertical passing game but also create mismatches, especially in crucial third situations where having multiple skilled receivers could allow the Lions to execute a variety of creative plays. Nick Nash could also excel in the red zone, where his ability to create separation in tight spaces and his physicality could prove invaluable. Red zone efficiency is often a determining factor in a team's success, and having a wide receiver like Nash who can make plays in the most critical areas of the field could be a game changer. His ability to win contested catches and make plays near the goal line could help the Lions improve their scoring efficiency, especially in situations where the margin for error is slim. Moreover, the addition of a player like Nash could help to draw attention away from the Lions' top targets, like Amon-Ra Brown and Jamison Williams. As defenses start to key in on Nash, it opens up even more opportunities for St. Brown and Williams to exploit mismatches, especially on the outside. This kind of complementary threat would make it much harder for defenses to focus all their resources on one player, which could ultimately make the entire Lions receiving corps much more dangerous. Nash's versatility isn't just a benefit for the wide receiver group, he could also impact special teams. Given his ability to accelerate quickly and change direction, he might be a valuable asset on kick returns or punt returns, providing the Lions with yet another dimension to their special teams play. Adding a player who can contribute both offensively and on special teams could significantly increase his value to the team and further justify his selection in the draft. Lastly, while Nick Nash may not be as widely known as some of the more high-profile draft prospects, he has the potential to outshine expectations. As we've seen in recent years, NFL teams are finding success by selecting under-the-radar players who possess untapped potential. With the right coaching and development, Nash could turn out to be a key contributor for the Detroit Lions, making his selection one of the most rewarding choices in the upcoming draft.